influence. In today's show, how to connect to live spy cameras all around the world and eavesdrop on secret things, including what goes on in the bad influence office when I'm not there to keep an eye on them.
We'll be looking at the way the new super consoles can be linked together so that you can bash, maim and damage your mates, or in this case, our star guest this week, Mr. Noah Huntley!
Our main review this week is Donkey Kong Land on the old but not forgotten Game Boy.
And I'll be getting all dolled up to meet the big fish in the computer graphics industry at SIGGRAPH 95.
A new feature on the Jaguar is about to make playing Doom even better, if that's possible. It's called Serial Play, and with a cable like this, Wayne over here and Zoe over here can play an independent head-to-head game in the same environment. Now, they've each got their own monitor, their own Jaguar, and their own copy of Doom, and they can each move independently around the same game. Now, there, for example, is Wayne in Zoe's monitor.
And right there is Zoe in Wayne's monitor.
All right, guys, go for it! Each player gets dropped in a different location and they have to stalk each other through the game. You can actually creep up behind one another and blast each other to bits.
Serial Play isn't just a feature of super consoles. The Mega Drive has a link-up game called Zero Tolerance. The cable plugs into the second joypad port, and again you can see each other's character in the screens.
And the same principle applies to the PlayStation. This is the lead in question, and with it, you can give your mates a real good bashing. I suppose, Noah, you'd be kind of familiar with this sort of wrecking cars scene.
What do you mean?
Well, if you didn't see it, here's how Noah's character met his sad end in a recent episode of Emmerdale. Yeah, dangerous stuff. Was that you, for real?
Well, no, it was me up until the crash, and then a stuntman came in and the explosion went on. I wish a stuntman would come in here, actually.
You could do with a stuntman, actually. You're not doing terribly well, are you? But in Destruction Derby, both players are lined up in a circle with 20 other cars, all trying to smash each other to bits until only one car is remaining. Each competitor is marked by an arrow, and you can take on the other computer droids, or just target your friend's car. Take that, Huntley!
This is my special star challenger, Leon, and he's here to test the weirdest link-up challenge yet, Heretic on the PC. In Heretic, players are thrown into a wacky world of demons and monsters and have to fight their way out by making best use of all the spells and weapons they find scattered around. But to have the most fun, human players can fight each other inside dungeons, blasting each other with spells or even turning one another into chickens, or firing them with lightning blasts. With the use of additional software loaded down from the net, you can link up to 4 computers. We've got 3 here for the guys to try. So Leon, how's it going?
It's going good. I've just turned someone into a chicken. I don't know who.
Yeah, what are you doing? Well, you've got the egg.
Oh yeah, here's the egg. Here it is, here.
He's got the egg, so you're in the lead, basically.
Yeah, I'm in the lead.
What about you, Andy? How are you going?
I've been turned into a chicken, and if Noah else stands still, I'm going to peck him to death. Come on.
Ah, sore loser. And now how's it going for you?
Oh, I'm winning.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm winning.
He wins every game. The guys are basically getting toasted by Leon, but there is a special reason for that. He is the newly crowned winner of the Blockbuster Video World Games Championship. Well done. How did you do it, though?
Well, it all started off like I heard about the competition, and then I got into the regional finals, and I won that, which is enough for me already. And I got a trip to San Francisco.
Brilliant.
I got entered in the world finals, and in the world finals I won that as well, and I got $5,000 plus loads of other stuff.
You must be practicing all the time.
No, I only play like an hour max a day, you know, because I've got a life. I do other things, you know.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Well done. And I just played with the champs.
Oh, I guess I'll have to get used to life as a chicken. Enough of super consoles. There's life in the old systems yet. Our main review this week is Donkey Kong Land on the Game Boy. Diddy and Donkey Kong are back in a new adventure. They have to rise to a new challenge set in 4 different worlds and face a whole lot of critters on the way. Donkey Kong Land boasts new background settings and all kinds of secrets and bonus levels. All the gameplay from the SNES classic Donkey Kong Country is there. Collect tokens for extra lives and points, look out for the extra life balloons, and don't forget your bananas. Here's Chris.
In this new Kong adventure, the developers have clearly tried to emulate the playability of the SNES classic Donkey Kong Country, and surprisingly, they've succeeded. The theme of the game is the same. The evil Kremlins have hidden your bananas, and you have to find them. The game is more difficult than the SNES Classic, but partly because of the restrictions of the Game Boy, it's quite difficult to see what's going on at times. The gameplay is very similar to the SNES Classic. I just found Donkey Kong here, but unlike the original game, he doesn't follow me round. There are many friends throughout the game to help you. I just found Rhino here. Controlling the apes soon becomes second nature. They have simplified the look of the game, taking out the scrolling backgrounds, for example, but there is still a very 3D look. I think I'm going for a bonus level here, and yeah, this is one of the many bonus levels in the game. I just collected an extra life balloon. This is definitely one of the best games on any handheld. If you have a Game Boy, you can't really afford to miss it.
Although it is slower than the SNES version, I think this game's excellent.
It plays every bit as well as the SNES version, but at times the screen's just far too cluttered.
And the scores for Donkey Kong Land, both the girls and boys gave it a growling 4 out of 5. Now, Noah said earlier he was doing really well on Donkey Kong Land, but I don't believe him. You're not, are you?
No, well, I was lying before, but I'm doing all right now.
Yeah? Do you like the game, then?
It's excellent, yeah.
So well recommended?
Definitely well recommended.
Jolly good. Well, just a quick reminder of how our scoring system works. The mark awarded by the panel reflects one quality only, and that's playability.
So, a game like Tetris on the Game Boy scores a must-have 5, because although the graphics and sound aren't that great, to play, it's one of the most addictive games ever.
On the other hand, a brand new game like Panzer Dragoon on the Saturn only scored a very average 3 when we reviewed it. The graphics and the sound are brilliant, but who cares when it ain't fun to play?
And Total Eclipse on the 3DO scored an abysmal 1 out of 5. Again, looks great, but boring gameplay.
The new consoles are so powerful that it's virtually impossible to produce a bad-looking game. And every year the technology gets better and better. Now, earlier in the year, Violet Berlin visited a computer graphics exhibition where she got a sneak preview into the sorts of images we'd have at home in about 5 years' time. Now, you should look at this carefully now, because it's all about actors. Yeah.
Hello from Hollywood, the centre of America's film and entertainment industry. But we're not here to spot big-name movie stars, we're here to see a show. SIGGRAPH 95. Los Angeles is home of the Oscars, so we thought it might be appropriate to hand out our own awards. And here it is, our answer to the Oscar, the highest honour we can bestow, the Andy.
Lots of things at SIGGRAPH are like the real Hollywood, except here, everything is virtual.
Meet the improv actors.
These virtual actors don't need a director or a script. They've got computer-generated personalities, so they can communicate with each other using body language and sound.
And I can even enter the scene myself, but not as a human, as a bat. Look, there I am. And seeing as I'm standing right at the front of the area, the bat's at the front of his area. And as I walk backwards, the bat goes backwards too. Wherever I go, he goes too. And because I'm a bat, all I have to do is flap, and I can fly. Up, up and away!
Oi, Sam!
Sam is another virtual actor, and he's got some sophisticated voice recognition software. For SIGGRAPH, they've taught him to play Simon Says. Watch this. Simon Says, walk down stage. Sit down. You win, Sam. And the nominees for the most fun you can have with a character who's floating in midair are the Bat and Sam. And the winner is Sam. There you go. Come on, take it. Well, if you don't want it, a walk-on part on Bad Influence, he thinks he's Tom Cruise. Lovely, I tell you, the makeup people on this shoot are awful. Actually, I've got all this stuff on my face because I'm operating a new animation system called Imperactor. All you need is a video camera, a PC, and hidden away around the corner there, £30,000 worth of Silicon Graphics workstations.
It's different from other systems because it doesn't use any wires. You control the fish's movements just by moving your face.
This means that when I raise an eyebrow, or talk, or move my head, the fish follows suit. So, the Andy for the best use of felt tip pen used to present his face on a Wednesday goes to the fish.
Of course, we should really be giving our virtual actors a virtual award.
Microscribe 3D allows you to scan objects into your computer by hand. You just run the pen along the object and the computer works out what its shape is.
The computer creates a 3D wire mesh frame which follows the contours of the object. To finish it off, all you need to do is render the frame with a smooth texture.
And the Andy for the most number of model planes on their stand goes to Microscribe 3D. But you've already got one on your computer, so I think I'll have that.
So, what do virtual actors do when they've finished work?
Anyone for table tennis?
Believe me, this game is a lot harder than it looks. In front of me is a video camera that puts my image into the game, and a sensor that picks up the movements of my bat. When you get tired of tennis, you can go back to the locker room and choose another game. I think I'll go for a bit of one-on-one at the hoop.
2 points.
And the Andy for the best game, using bats that make you look a bit like an air traffic controller, goes to RealWear VR.